Well, it's nice to see, even in this weather, some supercar owners are still coming out. I think this is Viola Parsife. This is such a lovely colour. Even in this weather, it looks so bright, proper popping. As you move across, it goes from light to dark. That's a really, really nice colour. I think that's probably my favourite-est Lamborghini colour. If I was to spec a Lambo, I'd probably put it in that colour. Right, so you can plan for most things, but unfortunately in this country you cannot plan for the weather. It said that it was going to stop raining, but we're down at Caffeine and Machine. They've paired up with SCC, so if you've never been down, Caffeine and Machine, I think maybe used to be a hotel or a restaurant, and they've converted it into pretty much petrol heads mecca. It's a coffee shop, they've got a bar, they do pretty good food, they've got a shop for some clothes and things, and I think they've got a couple of rooms upstairs so you can even stay here. And they've got, if you can see, some tents over there, so either you can hide from the rain or take shade from the sun, but don't think it's going to be that one today. And they've paired up with SCC, which is Supercar Club. I think they've got about 400 or 500 members. I think it's like an annual subscription, and they organise events and rallies and meets and things. So I think they've paired up with Caffeine and Machine, and fingers crossed there's going to be some good supercars coming down. I know it was really busy yesterday, but don't think the weather was quite like this, so fingers crossed there's loads of good cars coming down. But I think I'm going to go and hide from the rain and grab myself something to eat and maybe a coffee. Hopefully the rain will stop and some cars will turn up. Really nice little Alpha 4C hiding under the tree here in the rain. I keep seeing these at car shows and they're really, really intriguing. I think either I need to start looking how much they are to buy, or somehow I just need to get a drive in one just to see if they're as good to drive as I think they're going to be. So is there any way somebody can get me a drive in one of these? So it seems like we've got the little Ferrari corner over here, got this really nice Dino GT, that looks lovely. And then you've got a couple of 355s, so you've got 355 Spider in silver, looks really nice. But then you've got, I love the number plate, F355 green. Yeah, really unusual, hardtop 355 with the split rim gold BBS wheels. Green with the gold wheels actually suits this car really well, that looks really nice. But yeah, nice little trio of Ferraris. Right, so I say they do good food and good coffee, and they're really good. So I'm hiding from the rain for a little bit, and eat that breakfast, have that coffee, and go back outside and see what the weather's doing. Right, had my breakfast, had my coffee. The weather seems to be clearing up, so let's have a look around, see what's here. Right, so TVR Cerberus just pulled in that 4.7 litre burbling away. That sounds awesome. Listen to that. So this is a driver's car. Look at this, got Lotus Exige. I think this is the 380 Sport, so it'd be 380 PS, which is about 370 brake horsepower, but it's the power to weight ratio of these things that are cool. So I think this is only about 1100 kilograms. So yeah, power to weight ratio is so cool. I bet these would be so much fun to drive on a twisty road. So you've got 3.5 litre V6, 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds. So we've actually seen a couple of these 750Ss even in the last week or two. So if you think it looks like a 720S, it's pretty much because it's the same car. Slight different styling at the front, and it still shares its same twin turbocharged 4 litre V8, but the power's gone from 720 to 740 brake horsepower now, and 0 to 60 comes up in 2.7 seconds. I don't think anyone said that the 720S needed more power, but they went and done it. But yeah, I think the styling looks really cool, and now I've seen it in person, I actually really like it. I think it's a cool looking car, especially in white. I like it in white. Right, so the R35 GTR actually started production in 2007, so it's crazy to think that some of these are 16 years old now. What do you think? Is it still competing with today's supercars? Really heavy, but be interesting to see what Nissan does next. I reckon this will divide people in the comments. What would you take? A 750S, brand new, or would you take an R35 GTR, but 200 grand in your bank as well to tune it? Would you take a brand new 750S or an R35 and 200 grand cash? What would you pick? A couple more cars leaving. Really nice lime Vantage. I think that's Lime Essence, I think is the actual paint code. But yeah, that's leaving. And a really nice R8 V10. That's really nice spec. I love the canards on the front and the spoiler. Really clean spec. That's a really nice colour on that 675 LT. That must be an MSO option. The way that paint fades to the back, that's lovely. Really nice lime green on that 765 LT as well. That proper pops. We braved the cold for a little bit. A couple more cars are turning up. It's becoming worth it now. I don't know if that's standard exhaust or not. If it is, they sound so cool. It's cool to see the difference between a 675 LT and a 765 LT, but I love the colour on this, the way it fades from front to back. Don't know if that's paint or a wrap, but flexing it with the doors going up. That's cool. Another one turning up, 600 LT. Really nice colour as well, looks cool in purple. 600 LTs are so cool. I love the way the exhausts come out the top there. Really nice trio, that looks so cool. All the McLaren seem to be turning up today. So you got this really nice 570 GT that just pulled up. So it seems to be a McLaren day today. These three just pulled in. You got this 675 LT that looks super nice in this lime green. That looks lovely. That colour's popping in this rainy dull day, but that colour's still bright. And then the colour and spec on this 765 LT is so cool. The way the paint fades from front to back, I presume that's like an MSO option. I don't think it's a wrap. And then this burnt kind of orange colour with all the carbon fibre. That looks really nice, I like that. And then got this really nice purple 600 LT. Let's just have a scoot round and have a quick look in the interior. I really like these. Purple with the yellow contrasting stitching, Alcantara seats. That looks so cool. I like the MSO option there. And then this is my favourite feature. Imagine the night when these get hot, popping flames out of the exhaust. That looks so cool. And they've had to heat protect the wing on the back there because of the flames. But yeah, it looks so cool with the doors up, doesn't it? Right, I had to come and take a closer look at this paint. So it goes from like an orange at the front, which is solid, to like a tinted carbon burgundy at the back. That looks so cool. I don't know how much that costs, but definitely worth it. Very, very cool paint job. It's definitely a McLaren kind of day here. This really nice 600 LT just pulled in. I have to say, as specs go, that is 10 out of 10. That cherry red with the black wheels and the carbon fibre, that looks so nice. Right, I love red and black cars. I think the spec works so well. And on this 600 LT, there's candy apple red with the black wheels and all the carbon fibre. That is definitely my kind of spec. Don't think I could spec a car any better myself. That is spot on. I think it's turned into a 600 LT meet. Another one pulling in. I love the blue accents and the matte black paint. That thing is loud. I don't know if that's a standard exhaust, but that is loud. Looks really cool though. Michelin racing livery on this M3. That is stripped out inside. That's not messing around. Another McLaren 570S in yellow, going to join the McLaren party down there. Oh, he's a brave man coming out in his Caterham 7 on a day like today. Just listen to this thing. 5.7 litre V8 rumbling away, look. That sounds so cool. Right, so what camp are you in? I think if you have a supercar, it's got to be a bright colour, but check out this black one. Would you go black or yellow? For me, I think if you've got a car like this, it needs to be in a bright colour. It makes it an occasion, makes it stand out. Right, so I don't think this 600 LT is going to be everyone's cup of tea. I think it looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's a full wrap or if it's satin PPF, but with the blue accents and the blue calipers, it's definitely a unique spec. But in the comments below, what do you think to that? Right, so it was worth coming in the end. The weather's cleared up, the sun's come out, loads of people have turned up. But behind it, it's an absolute McLaren takeover down here at Caffeine Machine. It'd be hard to choose from that lineup. Yeah, maybe people weren't as just stupid like me. Maybe people checked the weather forecast and just looked when it was going to be sunny and come then. Right, so if you had to choose from these McLarens that have pulled in, you go yellow 570S, this purple 600 LT, very nice, this 765 LT with this lovely MSO faded paintwork, lime green 675 LT, this candy apple 600 LT with the black wheels and pretty much all the carbon fibre I think on that. I think that has to be my favourite. Or this matte black 600 LT with the blue accents. So from that lineup, what would you pick? Yeah, the guy that just pulled up in this Caterham 7, he looked absolutely frozen. He's probably having a great time, but absolutely frozen. I'm not sure I'd be brave enough to drive a car like that on a day like today. Right, who played Need for Speed on the PlayStation? I think this BMW M3 is straight from that game. Swift Performance have got a couple of cars down here today. Got this really nice M4. Now you've got that M3 there, and then this M2 is just about to fire up and leave. That looks like it is full on business. That's got every performance part, I think. That looks really cool. Stripped out back seat, half cage. Sounds really nice as well. Right guys, I think that's me done. Today actually turned out pretty well. When I saw the weather this morning, I thought it was going to be a write-off, but the weather cleared up, the sun came out, and then when the weather kind of turned, a lot of people turned up. A load of McLarens turned up, which is always a good thing for me. I love a McLaren, so that was pretty cool. Had some nice food, had nice coffee, ended up chatting to some people. Actually ended up being a really good day, so always a good visit down at Caffeine Machine. So yeah, hope you like the content guys, hope you like the video. Don't forget, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.